Good morning, class 5th. How are you? Let's start chapter number 3rd. Today we have to do all the remaining work. Like I told you, we will start our work from page number 25. That is from addition principle, subtraction principle, and some principles are also given here. So let us begin from addition principle. When a number is written on the right of larger number, the smaller number is added to larger number. When a smaller number is written on right side, it wants to say, I will make you explain this. Addition principle. If a smaller number is written on right side of larger number, means larger number is on left side, then only we can add them. In previous class I told you that we subtract if we have smaller number given on left side and larger number on right side. This is used in subtraction principle, but here all the examples given above, like smaller number given at right side of the left one, it will be added. Just like I gave you an example. For example, assume that we have given v is smaller, v is smaller and x is larger. So this totally matches our addition principle. According to addition principle, if larger number is on left side and smaller number is on right side of larger number, only then we can add them. So 10 and 5, it will become 15, x v 15. Okay, this is how we have to add our numbers. Now let's move to another topic, that is our subtraction principle. See, when a smaller number is written on left of larger number, the smaller number is subtracted from the larger number. Here I will write it down for you. Subtraction principle. Subtraction principle. Left side and right side. Now we have to do opposite of that. Now if I take smaller number on left side and larger number on right side, only then we can subtract our number. For example, I have I v. I means 1, v means 5, yani 1 less than 5, it will become 4. So what do we write it? I v. My answer is 4. This is addition principle, means whenever our smaller number is on right side, for example I have taken 5 here, and our larger number on left side, for example I have taken 10 here, my answer will be addition. We will add these numbers. But in subtraction principle, if my smaller number is on left side, for example I have taken 1, and larger number is on right side, for example I have taken 5, we will subtract them just like this. I means 1, v means 5, so 1 less than 5 will be 4, so my answer will be 1v, 4. Okay, I hope these concepts are clear to you. Okay, and few things are given in your book which are very important to understand, so let's study about them. Symbols like v, l, d. V means 5, L means 50 and D means 500. are never subtracted. We cannot subtract the number given here. The symbols given here VLD, we cannot subtract them. The symbol I can be subtracted from V and X only once. What is the meaning of that? See, it wants to say that we can use I only one time. It means 4, but if I want to write 3, I have to write 3 like this, 1 2 3. It will not be okay. This is totally wrong. We are not going to write our 3 like this. We write 3 like this. We cannot use 1 more than 1 time. Okay, just like 40 is given. So what do we write to 40? 50 and 10 means 10 less than 50. That is okay. And to 90 we will write 10 less than 100. 10 less than 100. It will become 90. These are okay. But we cannot use this symbol again. For example, I will write 30 as X, X, X. But if I write 10 less than 40, this will be wrong, because we cannot use X, I, C more than 1 time. Okay, this is the rule given in your book. When a smaller digit is placed between two bigger numbers, it is subtracted from the digit on right side. See, an example is given here. I will make you understand this also. X 1V. Your principal wants to say that, the principle of Roman number wants to say that if a number is given, a smaller number is given between two bigger digit, this means 10, this is a bigger digit, and 5, this is also a big digit, but this is just 1. So if a smaller digit is given between two bigger digits, it will be subtracted from the digit on right side, not from left side. So what we will do? 10, 1 minus V यानी कि 4, X means 10. So what will it be? It will be 14. X means 10, 1 means I, and V means 5. So 1 less than 5 will be 4. This is how we have to do this question. Okay. Now let's move to question number 3 given in your book. I hope you have done all the above questions given here. Now let's move to question number 3. We have to cross the wrong one and tick the right one. I have written down this question into this copy. 45. How do we write 40? See, 40 means X, L. L means 50, and 10 less than 50 is 40, and to 5 we will write V, 5. It will become 45. So this is right. XLV will be my answer. XLV. But VL, what is that? VL. This is nothing. This is nothing. Okay. So is this is equals to 45? No. 45 is equals to XLV, 40 and 5. So that will be wrong. Okay. Now let's move to another question. Next question given in your book, third part of question number 3. 49. How do we write 49? See, XLIX. Does it match this or not? X means 10, L means 50 means 40, 10 less than 50 is 40, and IX means 9. So 40 plus 9, it will become 49. That is true. This is okay. 49 is equals to XLIX. Next one is 76. So is this 76? L means 50, plus 10 60, plus 10 70. V means 5. So this is 75. So how do we write 76? 70, this is 70, 50, 60, 70, 6 V I. This will be 76. Now let's move to another question. It has given us 101. In yesterday's class I told you that there are few symbols which are not repeated, just like this. V, L, D are not repeated. So in your question L is repeating 2 times, so this concept is totally wrong. To 101 we will only write C means 100 and 1 I, C I, yani 101. Now let's move to another question. This will be wrong and this will be wrong, I told you. 152 is equals to CLII. 152. 100, this one means here 100. 50, 100 means C. 50 L, and 2 means 1 2. So CLII. So this is true. Okay, this is how we have to do this question number 3rd. Now let's move to another question. We have to compare here. Okay, comparison like we did in previous chapter, जैसे 50 less than or greater than 49. So my answer will be 50. 50 is greater. If 48 and 48 are given, it will be equal. So just like this we have to do this question. So see here, L means 50, X means 10 means 60, X means 10, L means 50. So this is smaller than this, so 10 less than 50. My answer will be 40. So 60 is greater or 40 is greater? Absolutely 60 is greater. So I will put sign here. Okay. Now next one is C. C means 100, L means 50. So which one is greater? 100 is greater or 50? 100 is greater. Now I have XC and XC. X means 10, C means 100. यानी कि 10 less than 100 is 90, and on the other side it is also 90, so they will be equal. Now you have to calculate each and every Roman number. Just do not do like this, that if you have seen a larger number is there, so you will tick here. No, that will be wrong. You have to estimate whether the value is right or wrong. 10 plus 10 20, plus 10 30. V means 5. 1 2 3. 10 plus 10 plus 10 30, 35, 36, 37, 38. And on the another side I have 10. L means 50, I means 1. So I have smaller digit on the left side. So according to the subtraction principle, if I have smaller digit on left side and larger on right side, I will subtract. So 10 less than 50 will be 40, and I have to add it with 1. Here my answer will be 41. So which one is greater, 38 or 41? Absolutely 41 is greater. So I will put sign here like this. We have to do all these question number 4 given in your book like this. Now let's move to the last question. Answer in Roman numerals. Here on the one side addition questions are given, and on the another side subtraction questions are given. So let's start without wasting time. X means 10, X means 10, 20, X means 10, 10, 20, 30, and 1V means 4. 30 plus 4 is equals to 34. 34, and on the other side we have 50 L. So we have to add this 34 plus 50. So how do we add that? It will become 84. So on this side we have to write 84. Okay, this is 34 and L means 50. Addition is between, and if I add both of them, my answer will be 84. So here will be 84 also. So how do we write 84? L means 50, 10 means 10, 10, 10. 50 plus 10 60 plus 10 70 plus 10 80. Now I need 4. So 1 less than 5 will be 84. L X X I V. Okay. My next question is this plus this. X I. X means 10, 11, 12, 13. This is 13 plus L means 50 plus 10. L X I X. LX means 50 plus 1 60. IX means 9. So this is 69. Now if I add 13 and 69, 69 and 13, it will become 82. So I have to write here the value of 82. So just write, I have written 84, I will write 82 here. So 50, 60, 70, 80, 1, 2. Here we have used 4 for 84 and here we will use 2 for 82. Okay. Now let's move to another question. XXVII plus XL. X means 10 plus 10 20. 20 plus V5 25. 26 and 27. This is my 27 plus XL. X is smallest, so 10 minus L is greater 50. So 10 less than 50 will be 40. And if I add them, my value will become 27 plus 40. My value will become 67. So how do I write 67? 50 plus 10 60 and to 7. V means 5 1 1. 50 60 plus 5 plus 1 plus 1. It will become 67. These are my questions of addition up to here. Now we are going to subtract, like we have done subtraction in mathematics. In the same way we have to do subtraction here. So let's see. L means 50 plus 10 60 plus 10 70. 70 and 1V means 4. 70 plus 4, this is my 74. Minus, now we are going to subtract, so we will use minus. XL means 10 less than 50 will be 40. 40 plus V 5 45. My answer will be 29. So I have to write 29 here in Roman numbers. So how I will write 29? 10 plus 10 20. This is 30 and 1 less than that is 9. 10 20 20 9. This is how we will write 29. Okay. Next question is XCIX. IX means 9. XC means 10 less than 100. 90. So 90 plus 9 is equals to 99. Here we have 99 minus LX means 60 plus 61 plus 62. 62. My answer will be 99 minus 62 will be 37. 99 minus 62 will be 9 minus 2 7. 9 minus 6 3. 37. So I have to write here 37 as its answer. So 10, 20, 30. According to the principle, we can use X 3 times 30. 30 plus V 35 plus 2 II 37. This is how we have to write 37. Now move to last question given in your book. X means 10. IX means 9. So 10 plus 9 19. We will write 19 like this. Minus IX. IX means 9. So 19 minus 9, it will be 10. So I will write just X here. 10. Okay. I hope this lecture will be useful for you, because I have covered mostly all the questions. There are only few questions which you have to do with yourself, and we have practiced Roman numbers. So if you want, you can again watch these videos, and if you have any kind of problem, then you can call me for understanding the concepts of Roman numbers. Till then, complete your books, and I told you that I am going to take test of you in coming week, so be prepared for that, and always make your copy neat and clean. There should not be any kind of cutting, no any kind of whitener used in your copy. Just make it properly. Okay.